What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Here we are with another video of this 25K challenge that I've been working on. So since July has just ended, I said we might as well make a a statement update basically on how much profits or losses that on this account. Obviously we're at profits right now. Since my last video I showed you my account balance. And here we are just on tdamertrade.com, showing you my balance and my losses here as far as this 25K challenge. So this is strictly just the 25K challenge. I do have multiple other accounts that I was trading on in July, and I skipped a lot of days on this account, so I just want to point that out. That's why you guys don't get consistent videos, because sometimes I like to take a break, especially when market volatility picks up. I like to catch it with a large amount, which is in my bigger account, and most of my larger gains have come from my bigger account. If you guys head over to my my Instagram account, where I just strictly post my trades, separate from my main account, Trade Like Nour. I post my losses, my gains, and you can see from my bigger gains, I'll say not associated with my 25K challenge. And here we are with this video. I'm going to talk about my biggest issues with this account, my biggest problems, and it just goes on. I could talk about it all day, but for beginners, this could help you a little bit. I did this, the whole point of this challenge was to see if I could build an account with only 25,000. And when I say only, I don't mean it like that. I mean it as, all right, I can do it with a bigger account. I've showed you guys, I've proved it to myself and proved it to others. Can I do it with a smaller account? Basically how I started, and we did it. So the first obvious stress level is having a smaller amount. You're used to the bigger amount in your account when you go from trading with 6-7 figures, and then you go down to a 5-figure account, which is around 25,000. Now you're at PDT rule, right? You have the PDT rule. You're past the PDT rule where you could have unlimited trades per day. Now you have to worry about slipping under that 25K account, 25K amount, and then you won't have unlimited trades. When you don't have unlimited trades and you have to switch back to a cash account, it'll be a lot harder. So the one thing I had to focus on was building some cushion. So right off the bat, I had to stick to the smaller trades, going with a couple thousand, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, just build cushion so that I wouldn't fall under 25,000. That was the scariest part, because if I fell under 25,000, it wouldn't have been good. My battery died again. Second video in a row I let my memory was full again. So like I was saying, I had to build some cushion. That was the hardest part. I couldn't fall under 25,000. So that was the first big part. Well, there was two parts: the small account, and then the whole PDT thing where I couldn't fall under 25,000. So I had to build myself some cushion. The third thing is risk management. So I had to look at this account far differently than I would look at my main account, right? So obviously when you're trading for years, you're taking out profits, you're obviously paying taxes, taking out money for yourself to pay for your bills, all that good stuff. And when I trade on my bigger account, it's not that how do I put this in a way? It's not that I don't care about the money or don't look at the money. It's like, this account, I had to really pretend that I only had $25,000 because I had to make it realistic. I couldn't start, even though I'm comfortable with my trading and how I trade. So unlike a beginner trader, I'm not a beginner trader where I'm just trying to learn the ropes and all that good stuff. I had to really pretend that I was a beginner trader, and that 25,000 was the only money that I had. Right? You're supposed to do that with any account, but you have to really pretend and get yourself in that mindset where this was the that's what I had to do. I had to pretend that 25K and this was all I had to do. So I had to build cushion. I had to be safe. If I have to skip multiple days in a row to not trade on this account, I would do that. And that's what ended up happening. I was skipping days that I wasn't comfortable trading with on this account at the beginning. I still did it in the middle and towards the end, but that was one thing. Risk management came with a lot of focuses on on not obviously you have to focus on particular trades, but it also came in, the whole psychology. Oh, here we go. The whole, psychology of trading, the whole psychology of trading and all that good stuff. So that whole area where I had to sit there and trade every day like this was my last, really made the money, in that account mean a lot to me, and that's why I had to build it so slow and put a lot of effort into it. Another thing was, the whole patience thing that came with patience, right? So if you're over here, worrying about that, the account and skipping days, that's quote unquote patience. You have to have the discipline to sit there in front of a screen and not press that buy or sell button, right? It may seem like it's easy, but when you're in front of a screen, you see things moving and you're like, yo, I'm missing all this, now I have to catch something. You're gonna wanna press that buy button just so you can catch a little piece of it and, make some money on the day. And then, with your luck or with my luck, I'll click that buy button, and that'll be the time where the stock stops moving and it goes the opposite way. So that comes with patience, risk management, and that whole part of trading where it's not just the click of the buy and sell button. It's more of sitting back and watching what's going on, observing and learning as the day goes on, right? So if you asked me what did I make 5K on last week, I won't be able to tell you. But if you ask me what did I lose money on last week, oh, very easy. I'll come right off the bat and be like, I lost money on the day I overtraded from 23,000 to 1K, where I posted it on YouTube. So, it's very easy to remember the bad in trading, and it's very hard to remember the good. All you remember for the good is your green. But if you ask specifically, yo, Nour, what did you ended up cashing out on last week? I'll be like, I'll remember like one trade out of 10, and then it'll just be like that. It's just normal to not remember. But if you ask me, Nour, what did you lose money on? I'll be like, yo, 1, 2, 3 comes to my head. I'm like, yeah, I lost money over trading the other day, and I went from 23,000 profit for the day to 1,000. So my 45,000 profit for the month on this, on my statement could have really been, above $65,000. We're talking about 70. And after that loss, how do you think that made me feel after going from 23K profit for the day to 1K? I was like, damn, I didn't even want to trade for the day or the next day. I had to become conservative. I became conservative, and I'm like, yo, I can't F this up for the month. I have to be conservative, and I have to be smart here. So going from 23K profit to 1K, yeah, you'll look at it and be like, yo, you're still green. There's a lot of things that messed up the momentum, me ending up being conservative for the rest of the month, and all that good stuff. So in the trading world, the bad outweighs the good, because the bad can do a lot to you. It'll make you less confident in your trading, and conservative, and you're gonna think more than twice about getting into a trade that you have in mind. So trading is a roller coaster. We've already established that. But let's get into the whole statement process that you guys are so interested and love about. That's why you guys came here to watch the video. So let me start recording on my computer. It'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. You should see it on your screen here. This is, my adjusted gain for the month, July 1st to July 31st, 45,000 for the month. And yeah, right off the bat, you see some profits over here. Obviously, you see some losses. I do take losses. A lot of people be like, yeah, you don't take any losses? What's going on? Yeah, right. All right. But yeah, so right off the bat, you can tell these losses. Well, you can tell one thing about these losses right off the bat. They're not crazy, right? The whole point of trading is to minimize your losses and maximize your profits. But with consistency, you have to find a balance. You can't maximize your profits, because if you try to extremely maximize your profits, you're going to end up holding for too long, getting greedy, and that's just the natural habits of trading. As far as losses, you need to be able to admit that you're wrong right off the bat when trading, so that you don't take your losses to the next level where it's going to take a very long time to make up for it. That's why you see my losses right off the bat. $286, $1,400, $1,900, $2,500. You know, I've had a $7,000. Oh, that was the day I overtraded. Perfect. I scrolled down right to that number. $7,000. I overtraded that day, and this was it too. 4,000. Yo, that's perfect. That day was actually very, very bad. We were just talking about it. Yeah, so overtrading could lead to a lot of bad things, as you can see. And that was the day we overtraded. I was going into heavy too. Once you get to that 23K profit, and you're like, well, you're gonna be like, why don't you just sit out? Well, naturally, you're gonna want more. Why don't I go for 30K profit, 40K, 50K? Once trading becomes limitless, at sometimes, like, how far can you take it? And when you're on a hot streak, 23K for the day, and you're green the past, week 2, you haven't missed a trade, you're like, yo, how far can I take it? 30K, can I go for 30K? And then boom, once you hit that 23K, that next step is very dangerous, because it's all about greed and not being consistent. So let me refresh the page just for the viewers on YouTube. Let it load. Same thing, 45,000. But yeah, that's my statement. That was the challenges for this month. I hope to do this every month. I feel like you guys benefit off of what I could have done better, and the negatives about trading. And starting with a small account. Once we get to 100K, which is the whole point of this 25K challenge, I'll be looking to do the 100K to 500K. I don't know if I'll take a couple weeks off, but if I choose to take a couple weeks off, or if I even choose to do that challenge, that's going to be a little bit easier because I'm used to playing with that amount. But I would love to see what I get challenged with. And what are the hardest parts in that challenge? Do I start going into heavy, where I start losing more than I'm able to because I'm not used to it, even though quote unquote I've been trading on my bigger account, so I am used to it. And if you want to see my profits on those trades or my losses, you should check out that account on Instagram, Trade Like Nour. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you want me to make more videos like this, or every month, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below what other videos you guys want to see. If you're looking for the pre-registration, people keep commenting. Do not talk to anybody else but me. Just scroll down below, fill it out. If you filled it out, then you'll get an email. Make sure you're on the lookout for the email from StockHours. Contact at StockHoursLLC.com. And my Instagrams are down below. And my next video will be episode 5. Tomorrow is August 3rd, Monday. Can't wait to make another video, and we'll see how tomorrow's trading day is. It'll be on YouTube. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button. I'll see you guys. Peace.